Prayer to Saint Joseph. To pray together every day, subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Prayer for Saturday, June 14, 2025, dedicated to Saint Joseph, a day of uplifting reflection, hope, and divine guidance on Flag Day in our beloved USA. Our hearts gather today in a spirit of warmth and reverence as we welcome the sacred day of Saturday, June 14, 2025, with open arms and reflective souls. We come together in a private haven of prayer and gratitude while our minds and hearts embark on a journey of trust, introspection, and divine connection. This day, which coincides with Flag Day in our cherished United States, invites us to honor both our national heritage and the profound spiritual legacy of Saint Joseph, the dedicated guardian of families and the humble worker. In a world full of challenges and uncertainties, we find solace in the quiet examples of perseverance, faith, and compassion that illuminate our path. Each step we undertake today is imbued with the promise of hope and the strength of enduring love that transcends the ordinary boundaries of life. As the sun fills the sky with its gentle glow and the cool breeze brings whispers of past memories and future dreams, our souls are stirred to reflect deeply on the blessings that grace our lives. We allow our inner voices to echo with the prayers we now offer and find comfort in the enduring presence of divine providence. In this sacred moment, we acknowledge our struggles and our dreams while placing our trust in the guardian spirit of Saint Joseph, whose tender example reminds us that every trial can lead to a renewal of hope and the triumph of love. May our hearts be filled with sincerity, and may our spirit of prayer be a continual reminder that in unity we find strength, and in hope we find light to guide us through both joyous and challenging moments. Saint Joseph, embodiment of gentle strength and unwavering resolve, we turn to you in times of sorrow, confusion, and pain. You, who stood steadfast at the humble workshop of life, offer us the solace we desperately seek amid hardships. In moments when darkness prevails and despair seems to clutch at our hearts, we ask you to shine your light upon our paths and assure us that relief and consolation await those who dare to hope. You are our beacon in each storm, our steadfast companion during nights of doubt and innermost fears, and our ultimate guide when the road ahead appears uncertain and winding. We reach out to you, dear Saint Joseph, entrusting you with our trials and tribulations, as we believe in your divine ability to comfort us with the grace of compassion and resilience that so richly marked your own earthly journey. Our hearts cry out for a tender refuge from the burden of loneliness and heartache, eagerly seeking the embrace of hope that you provide. In every whisper of the wind and every shimmer of dawn, we hear your silent assurance that the light of hope cannot be extinguished, even in the depths of our anguish. Your life story, marked by modesty, perseverance, and steadfast commitment, comforts us in the knowledge that we too can endure even the most crushing of sorrows. We ask for the gentle spill of solace across our sorrowful moments so that we might stand tall with renewed vigor and a spirit uplifted by the promise of new beginnings. As we traverse the complex tapestry of life, your ever-watchful presence reminds us that no tear goes unseen and that every heartache can lead to spiritual awakening. May the divine comfort you provide seep into the crevices of our souls, warming us like the morning sun after a long, cold night. Each time we feel overwhelmed by trials that shroud our existence, may the enduring hope and love you exemplified guide us to the realization that even in our darkest hours, comfort and light are never far from reach. We look to your life, Saint Joseph, as a resounding testimony to the depth of faith and the courage that stems from trusting in God's divine plan. Your quiet obedience and relentless devotion remind us that even when the path ahead is shrouded in uncertainty, we must cling to our belief as a child clings to the promise of a loving parent. In recalling the biblical moments when you embraced God's will, when you cared for the Holy Family with a humble heart, you have taught us that true strength arises from complete trust in God. Scripture tells us, "And he said, 'Rise, let us go, here comes the Passover.'" Though these words echo from ancient times, their symbolic meaning mirrors the steadfast determination and quiet courage you demonstrated even in times of trial. Your journey was one of both silence and action. You accepted the divine mission with a gentle smile even as tumult brewed around you. In your humility, you found the strength to protect Mary and nurture the infant Jesus, embodying the spirit of obedience that all loving believers are called upon to replicate. We now ask that you instill in our hearts a similar fortitude and that we may surrender entirely to the sacred will of God, trusting that every challenge is a step towards a greater purpose. The strength you exhibited by following God's light, even in uncertain moments, inspires us to live with unshakable faith, knowing that each moment of vulnerability is an opportunity to deepen our trust in the Almighty. We honor your unwavering faith in divine providence and implore you to help us find the courage to set aside our doubts and to embrace life's organic unfolding, confident that every twist and turn is guided by a love far greater than our understanding. Your example nurtures our resolve and continuously assures us that as long as we walk hand in hand with God, no shadow of uncertainty can overtake the luminous power that faith endows. Guide us, dear Saint Joseph, to remain ever attentive to the divine whispers that lead us from fear to peace, from uncertainty to steadfast trust in the eternal mercy of our Creator. Beloved Saint Joseph, patron of families and protector of the vulnerable, your legacy of fatherly compassion and rational care serves as a cornerstone of unity in our lives. You have graciously embraced the responsibility of nurturing and uplifting a family, and in doing so, you set a profound example of how love and duty intertwine to foster an environment of trust and serenity. Within our homes, where laughter meets tears and dreams blend with challenges, we call upon your sacred intercession to nurture familial bonds with gentle guidance and enduring understanding. Your paternal wisdom teaches us that family is both our first community and the foundation upon which our future is built, and thus we implore you to safeguard our loved ones against the uncertainties of life. May your protective mantle rest upon every household, granting parents the insight to lead with humility and children the resilience to grow in faith and love. We are reminded of your careful presence as you guided the Holy Family with tenderness and courage even in the most trying of circumstances. We earnestly call on you to intercede for us during troubled times and to inspire in every parent the ability to nurture patience, empathy, and fortitude. Let your example of steadfast devotion be a constant reminder that in the delicate balance of family life, every act of care, every shared meal, and each conversation matters deeply in cultivating an enduring legacy of love. Inspire communities across our nation to foster homes filled with warmth, respect, and spiritual richness so that each generation may inherit the stable, nurturing embrace that has always defined family. May your quiet guidance help us navigate the complexities of modern life while reinforcing the values of sacrifice, integrity, and unconditional love. In the whispers of our daily prayers and the silent moments of reflection, may your fatherly wisdom guide our decisions and help our households bloom with serenity and divine favor. In this sacred moment, we offer our deepest gratitude for the kindness, guidance, and inspiration that Saint Joseph bestows upon us. We renew our trust in your powerful intercession and pledge to walk the path illuminated by your example of unconditional love and divine service. As we leave this prayer, our hearts are filled with hope, faith, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are ever present in the trials and triumphs of our lives. With every beat of our hearts and every step we take, may our lives honor your legacy, and may we remain forever grateful for the strength you lend to our families and communities. We humbly ask